Hi, welcome to Soul Food. My name is Father Ben Bradshaw. So today is a little bit different. What we're doing today is we are making here at our church our annual king cake production. And last year we made about a total of 180 king cakes here at Resurrection Church. This year we're going to go for just under 300. I know, crazy. And so this is awesome. We've got a full crew that are making king cakes. Soon here we're going to start Lent, and of course we have Fat Tuesday, right? And so this is pretty amazing, because what we do with king cake is we make it with Danish dough. We fill it with cream cheese filling, and then we're making three kinds: apple, cherry, and then Nutella. Okay. And if you're from New Orleans and Nutella king cake sounds like it's heresy, okay, that's all right. Get over it. I'm not from New Orleans, all right? Jesus said, "Be not afraid." So we're trying things a little bit different. And if you're wondering, like, where did the history of king cake come around? Where did this come from? You will hear about 100 different versions of that. Okay. New Orleans, as many of you know, is a very Christian Catholic town. There's a lot of different diversity, a lot of immigrants that came from there from all over the world, from amazing different countries, Creole, Gullah culture, African culture, Arcadian culture. With the king cake, it's a circle, right? And so the circle represents eternity. It's the same logic with a Advent wreath, okay? That represents eternity, like a donut, okay? And so what we're gonna do this whole week, we've got 5 days blocked out to make 300 king cakes. And we just got started. I got here this morning at 5 in the morning, getting ready to go. The sun had not come up. And so we got a whole crew in here making king cakes. So let's go see them. Okay, so what we got here is we've got our Danish dough. We're using Danish dough. So if you take a look at this, okay, Danish dough is what they call a laminated dough. Okay, by laminated, it's like layered, okay? And it has yeast, it's got eggs, that's what gives it this distinctive color, okay? It's got yeast, it's got eggs, it's got butter. And what you do is you roll it out and you put the butter inside of it, you fold it over, okay? And you fold it just like you would an envelope. You roll it out, turn, roll it out again, turn, and what happens, you get layers. The same thing, you do the same thing with croissant dough, and also with puff pastry, except puff pastry doesn't have yeast, it just has butter and flour, okay? So this is Danish dough. So what we're doing here, if you take a look at this.
Put the egg wash on the dough here. Keep it from sticking. Now I'm gonna pipe some cream cheese, good stuff. We got we're doing cherry today, so we got the cherry filling. Making a mess. It's good though. I'm just gonna fold them over. Seal it really good. Fold it again. Seal the ends. Shape it. We've got our sheet pan with the C on it so we know what flavor it is. There you go. One king cake.
If you come over here, I'm going to show you real quick. We've got our proofer, and we proof the dough, and so it gradually gets bigger. And you can't really see it probably in the camera. There's a big C on there. That denotes cherry, okay? So then we put it in the convection oven, and convected heat is different from the standard heat, okay? This is a standard heat. Heat comes from the top and the bottom. That's not what we want. We want convected, which is circular heat, okay? So that's gonna make it a lot better, all right? So as the week goes on, I'm gonna walk through with you everything we're doing. We haven't even started. We're just getting started with this whole big project. And believe it or not, towards the end of the week, we're gonna do deep fried king cake too, all right? That's for advanced professionals, all right? All right, so you gotta be a professional to eat that. And trust me, it's worth every bite.
Would you like me to put this somewhere for you?
Sure.
Second year.
to help Father Ben in the kitchen, and if anybody knows me, I am a very new cook. I used to say I don't cook, and I can't say that anymore because, you know, under the tutelage of Father Ben, now I can make a king cake. I can also put parchment paper on the pans, and we mark every pan with what flavor it's going to have. So that's an easy task for me. I come and help Father Ben because I just love him. He's awesome, and anything he asks me to do, you just can't say no to him.
Okay, what we're doing now is we're making lots and lots of purple icing. And we use purple icing as kind of the base of our king cakes. And then on top of that, we put the other color icings on it that are kind of indicative of Mardi Gras. And it's kind of a funny thing. If you get a look at this, it's kind of a funny thing to make a big vat of purple goo. So this has got like a real buttery flavor to it. And it's one of these things that as you taste it the first time, you think that tastes really good. We're plowing through. We are on day 2 at this point. Tomorrow's day 3. We begin at 5 in the morning. We usually go to about 8 o'clock at night. So we're cranking. So stick with us. We're getting there. And then after we finish that, we'll go. They're in there decorating those, so they'll finish those pretty quick, and then we'll.
Do not try this out. This is homemade icing made by Father Ben, and you apply the purple around the whole ring, just exactly like I'm doing it, and in 2 seconds time. And then we add the green for the color. Professional, even though it doesn't look like it. This is a Nutella cake. And then we dry it, right, girls? We let it dry.
All right, welcome back to Soul Food. We are now on day 3 of our king cake making spree all week. This is Wednesday. We started at 5 in the morning on Monday, and we're still going. We're like the Energizer Bunny. So we're gonna make 2 kinds here. Right now, we're gonna make a Nutella kind. If you're like me, I love Nutella. The guy that started Nutella was a Catholic, went to Lourdes very often. Okay, so check it out. We got a big thing here. When you fill the pastry bag, this is what we've got. Note that we've got a clip here on the bottom, otherwise it's going to come out, okay? And so you can use a clip like you'd get an office supply place. Fold it over your hand. So if this is your pastry bag, by the way, this thing was $3, okay? It's cheap. You can wash it, reuse it again. You want to fold it over your hand, fill it only up to there. If you don't fill it up to there, what's going to happen is it's going to goo out the side. You don't want that, okay? So we're going to fill this up. Now, see, we fold it down like that. And when you squeeze from the top, twirl it from the top down. See, that's clean. There's nothing coming out. So you gotta, it's nice and clean. That way when I squeeze it, I'm not squeezing from here. I'm squeezing from here. Okay, that's very important. Otherwise it'll come out the back, all right? So we're ready to rock on the Nutella. Now we got our Danish dough here. This is cut. And you recall earlier I said that when you do Danish, or some of these doughs, you want to use your fingertips, all right? See that? You got all these little pockets in there. That's holding the flour. That's all holding the flour. And that's really good because frankly, if you do that, it's much easier to work with. It's not going to go everywhere. All right, let's move our egg wash so that doesn't go tumbling. All right. Nice and long. All right. And as we're doing this, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get it nice and even as well. We don't want something that's going to be too wide or too narrow in one area but not in another, okay? Nice and even. That's what we're going for, okay? That's about the length of a sheet pan. Then we take our dough docker, just like that. You can pick this up. I paid $6 for that. $6 at a restaurant. Now we're going to take, we have cream cheese filling. What's in the cream cheese filling, Father? That's, it's got, very simple, as everything else we do here in Soul Foods, simple. It's got eggs, powdered sugar, vanilla extract, almond extract, cream cheese. Done. Note that it's even. That's what we're going for. Okay? Now I like chocolate chips. So I'm going to put some chocolate chips in there. It has been my experience that no one ever complained about too much oxygen or too much chocolate. So we're going to do a little bit of chocolate chips just for fun. So, you know, one of the things, folks, that we always try to do is try to make the connection between food and faith. And in our faith, many of you know that New Orleans, the influence of the Acadian people is huge in New Orleans. It's huge, ginormous. Now, where it comes together, we're just going to put a little bit of egg wash in that spot. Okay, we're not going to egg wash the whole thing. You don't have to, because we're going to put icing on it. Okay, Nutella, ready to rock.
Decorated them earlier, and we're bagging them up. Got a little assembly line going here. And a good time.
I wouldn't, because
Decorating and bagging and
bag them and stack. Decorate, bag, and stack.
So this is day 4 of our 5-day escapade making king cakes, and so we've made Nutella, we've made apple, we've made cherry. We're going to try something different, and so we're going to make a blackberry king cake very quickly here. Let me tell you, day 4 of making king cakes, having made about 240. Starting to feel it a little bit, and so thanks be to God, we got a good crew that's helping us out. So here we're doing our egg wash again. Egg wash is important because it will keep things from spilling out. It's like super glue. All right. What we're gonna do? Cream cheese. Even people that don't like cheese or maybe lactose intolerant, people that traditionally don't eat a lot of cheese or dairy, most people love cream cheese. So this cream cheese filling is it's a simple recipe. Honestly, I didn't measure anything. I followed. So what we've got here, we've got blackberry filling. We're going to put a little bit in there. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, that's just blackberry filling. And then we got some blackberries here. These are frozen, they're not fresh. You don't have to get fresh. Blackberries, a little bit of blueberries in there as well. A little bit goes a long way. If you put too much, it's going to be very tart. You don't want that, okay? As we're doing this, remember that we said that we proof things. We have to proof it. We have to let it rise. This has got yeast in it. So we're going to let this rise, okay? And you fold it like you would the end of a pizza. If you've ever done a calzone as well, you would do the calzone the same way. Kind of fold it with your fingers, or a pie crust. And so you can use the same techniques in different ways, okay? So we're going to proof this, we're going to bake this.
They're handmade. Each one is crafted with love.